the sound of engines roaring, the screech of tires against asphalt, and then, boom, a terrifying explosion as a car slams into the wall. The air is filled with the deafening noise of impact, fire, and smoke. In the blink of an eye, a race can turn into chaos. Formula One, the sport where every second is life or death. One wrong move and it's over. Drivers pushing their cars and themselves to the absolute limit. But sometimes the edge is just too sharp. Watch as the fastest men on Earth risk it all in the most heart-stopping crashes that will leave you breathless. This is the world of F1, where everything can change in an instant.
That's a big shunt. He just got wide.
Yeah, and no grip on that AstroTurf.
Nowhere to go, and there's a result. So yeah, Nico Prost did cause that collision. It wasn't malicious, I don't think, but and then you see the two Mahindras hit it
off the track. Oh, he starts to lose it. The rear of the car under brake. It's like he started to lock the rears, but he kept his hands on the wheel.
Did the brakes fail?
In those big singles, whoa. And that is a bit of a confusion under yellow flag.
It's gone under the bridge there. I don't know if he touched the rear of the car was moving. There was some sort of lateral movement on the rear, which is symptomatic in the
PK still there, through, he's going to...
Totally run into me in the middle of the corner. Yeah, completely pushed me into the wall, so very, very, very unfair driving.
Particularly pleasant from outside of the cockpit. I'm sure he didn't feel it inside either, Martin.
He braked a little bit early, actually. He was still on the top of the hill. We've seen cars torn apart there.
From the outside, that's never going to work. And they're both in the wall. Da Costa
at the same time, he hasn't quite given up the fact that Da Costa was...
Bottas, Felipe Massa, oh, and that was very nearly, oh, and it was a collision with Ericsson. Hulkenberg goes through, and I think he got caught by Jenson Button, squeezing past, certainly threw him.
The move, and he's been hit! Mitch Evans has been hit by Eduardo Mortara, two title contenders out instantly!
Stalls, but that's not a thing that you can do, and then it went.
Het begon al dat hij blokkeerde daarvoor en dan rechtuit erin. Grosjean rijdt gewoon overigens nog. Wow.
Perez, it's going to be down the inside. It's Magnussen with the clip that causes the accident, and that's a massive hit into the wall.
He doesn't back out, does he? He just never, it's not in his DNA for Kevin Magnussen to back out. So Perez must have had a pretty bad start to be down there with both Haas cars.
Just as we saw Daniel Kvyat doing qualifying, but he went and hit the left-hand barrier. I always think those marshals there are in a very tricky position. A lot of debris on the racetrack as well.
Aren't they just?
Got to be a safety car, surely, just to clear the rubbish up.
The new surface there, but he's just hit the brakes on top of it. Had a massive tank slapper, overcorrected it a couple of times and then ended up in the wall there. It's always quite quick because it's such a high speed.
Still hard on lock when it breaks, and it's even before he gets to the apex, he's just clipped the wall as well.
Now what's Buemi up to? Personal bests in the first two sectors, but about 3 total on his teammates, and he's in the wall! Sebastian Buemi, championship leader!
Een beetje up en boom.
Fox crashed the exit of the tunnel. The car completely went on the...
Oh, wow, got airborne. When you've got airborne like that, you have no brakes, trust me, I know.
Vern came across to cover it.
Wow, that's a big hit. A side slap as well, that really can damage the bones and the pelvis.
Rather better than the car. You can see the skid marks coming down the hill. It's so much shorter when he's standing here, so much shorter, that braking area, than you imagine. I'm surrounded by an army of marshals.
On the penultimate lap, whoa, that's not true, bam! De Grassi sent spinning, Price was hit into him by Buemi.
Man. Here, listen, there's a drive shaft failure, it sounds like, on Lucas De Grassi's car because the left rear is disconnected.
Yeah, that's quite a...
He was lucky to get away with.
Hij raakt daar al de vangrail. En dan omhoog, los en klaar. Er is ook in piscine...
Bird has crashed out. Oh no, that's absolutely huge. He's just wide. Sam's wide and he's over the crest. And as he spins round, it's there that he's moving around and the impacts behind. The people behind have got very...
Meg mi is megnézhetjük. Ez már csak a vége, ez komoly volt.
Komoly. Itt már a falon van a Massené kanyarban. Ott egyenes. Hát...
Na most bemegy mellé, és összeakadnak a két csapattárs. Ekkora hülyeséget nem lehet csinálni.
Eriksson.
And another one. Oh, that's bad. Bird has collided with... Right, here's what happened to Eduardo Mortara first of all. He lost it basically the same way
Very
Buemi
similar
did.
to Buemi, yeah.
Bár ott már nincs rajta. Valakinek neki ment hátulról, és utána azért ütközik. Azért vált le ilyen csúnyán.
Two cars up, he gets a little bit wide into the wall, and as you see, it's pretty blind coming through here. Yeah, and yeah, there's very little.
That tricky moment into 13 straight into the wall.
Yeah, so that's the moment Fittipaldi had a few moments earlier, but bigger, basically. Villa going...
Yeah. I think it will trigger a penalty, won't it, in terms of... Oh no, he could get it from the pool early in the season.
Yeah, so he hasn't used the full... Yeah,
Balok lett félre balesetet. Még Schumacher.
For the yellow flag must have been out as well, isn't it? Yeah, so for the debris.
Yeah. Let us head, as we just watched Valtteri Bottas locking up, going into Sandoval.
And yes, exactly. So he hit the barrier on the way in. We've seen that happen before. And I think he was just put off by having a car so close to him around the swimming pool section. He was flying around, and there was...
And brake failure then. It won't slow down. He did actually rub the barrier, but the problem came before that. That'll be a shot you'll see in the magazines in the week and on Sky F1 website.
Charles Leclerc, then it locked up. There's no chance he's going to avoid that.
Front left's gone.
Down the inside goes Giovinazzi and spins George Russell round. Perez gets caught up in there as well. The gap was there, but quickly it disappeared.
Do you know what?
Heftiger Einschlag von Mick Schumacher. Komplett zerstört ist der Haas und der hat...
Let's have another look again on this. I mean, this is the first look, and it's just, yeah, there you go, on the curbs.
Curbed, yeah. Yeah, just on the curbs and lost it.
I mean, you can see there's a lot of front end in the car, but sometimes, like Johnny said before, actually, sometimes the walls being closer sometimes help you out, don't they, with the angles? But I mean, he's gonna be a sore boy for a few days.
Yeah.
Sore boy for a few days, and look, I know, as we're saying, he's been airlifted to hospital for the precautionary. It's what it looked like on board with Ollie Behrman.
Yeah, we're just about to receive a right front to the side of the cockpit.
Come out. Now the tour would have been even more confused when it wasn't the blue car that was behind him going into the corner, it was the red one. Both ARTs. Look at this. Gomez, the Mexican driver, coming out of the...
Until the end of the race. Everyone expected to go to the end.
Perfect.
So now there's a red flag to repair the barrier. It must be probably.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I think they need a...
Of no return.
Yeah.
You're in the corner, so look, the rear's going mid-corner. That's so much damage to